one of the negative theological implications of the discovery of a general unified theory might be that people think this general unified theory is the answer to everything.
Well, I think it is the theory of everything, and in fact, that's the interesting thing. And that's what Hawking is saying at the end of the Brief History of Time, saying if we found this theory, then we would know the mind of God, everything would be clear to us. Then he says, what breathes fire into the equations? So, Steve is a very clever and impressive chap, but he's extraordinarily naive on theological or philosophical questions.
I'm delighted you said that, John. I'm delighted that's on the record. Well, unless we think of anything on the spur of the moment, my last question is to return to our first interview, really, our very first question. Because I realised when we looked at the transcript that we got slightly sidetracked into the theodicy. Well, we returned to theodicy many times, of course. Yeah. And the question is, what do you think are the most cogent reasons for believing that science and religion are not complementary?
Well, are not? Well,
this is sort of put yourself in Dawkins' shoes or Hawking's shoes.
It's not my job to be an apologist for Dawkins. I don't know why. I mean, all I would say is that it seems to me that it's perfectly clear that science doesn't answer every question. And therefore we have to see other answers to the questions. And I believe, and it's not an argument that could be condensed into a sentence or two, that the most comprehensive way of understanding things is in terms of a theological view. So that, for example, the beautiful equations and deep intelligibility of the physical world is understood as being a reflection of the mind of God. Theology really does have a scope which enables it to be an integrating discipline in that sort of way. That's why I say I think the true theory of everything is theology. But of course, I mean, that's not a knockdown argument. So that's not all I can say, really. That's what I find myself. I don't think that's just a lazy acquiescence in a socially imposed view. I think it might be, of course, a mistake, but I think it's an honestly arrived at mistake. If it's a mistake, and I don't think it is a mistake.